Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ingrid's 3 So Above, So Below Spiritual Edition. So, today we're going to talk about what is spirituality. What is the difference between spirituality and religion? Is spirituality demonic? Um, what calls you to spirituality? So, first, I'm going to explain spirituality the best way I can. Spirituality for me is going within, knowing that everything is one. So I am one with the earth, I am one with the trees, I am one with the planets, I am one with the sun, I am one with the moon, and all that is within me. So spirituality focus on your power within, healing within, focusing on what's within you and saying everything is inward. Religion points you to outwardness, believing in Jesus for your miracles, believing in God for your miracles, where spirituality tells you to believe in self. And once you believe in self, miracles happen. So that is the difference between spirituality and religion. Now, is spirituality demonic? No. Can it be used demonically? Yes. Just as religion can be used demonically. It's no different than a person being in the church and being a thief and stealing from the church, or being a pedophile, or having bad intentions. So it doesn't change just because it's religion and spiritual. Bad people are just going to be bad people, religious wise or spiritual wise. So, no, spirituality is demonic. Now, the difference between spirituality and religion is also we learn to use the tools around us. We understand that trees help us exchange energy, trees heal us, trees take away negative energy. We understand that crystals and stones have power and energy. We are more aware of the use of energy. We understand that the animals, the insects, the moon, the stars are all within us, and we love ourselves as we love those elements. And we use those elements to be able to elevate and know when to rest, when to take action, when to manifest, when to step into our power. Um, Spirituality taps in to you using your spiritual gifts. It encourages you to use your spiritual gifts. It unlocks your spiritual gifts. Without your gifts and spirituality, um, you stay in loops. So you have to use your gifts. Like my gift is one of them is intuition. I have a strong intuition. I can read energy of people just by being in their presence. I get downloads on certain energies that's in my presence. I also am a seer, and my dreams tell me where I need to fix within me, when danger's around, when I need to put stronger boundaries on, and when I need to rest. So in religion, you just have the Bible. I'm sorry, it's a spider climbing on my phone. And I'm not going to kill it because, like I said, spirituality teach you that you're one. So I know the spider is there for a reason. Um, Maybe support because today, in my studies, I learned that the spider would be my spirit animal today, and here we are, spider climbing on my phone. So that's what I mean. Like we use the elements. We understand our spirit animals. We understand our physical animals. So it's not demonic by using that. I use a black tourmaline. Oh, the spider climbed on my fan. I'm sorry. I use a black tourmaline stone for protection. That's not demonic. That's smart because I don't want no entity, negative entity around me. I don't want no negative energy around me. So I use it to protection. Let me see if you can see. So this is a necklace my mom made for me long time ago. It's a turquoise stone. I am now wearing it because it's helping me in this phase of my journey and my soul journey. The spirit world told me to wear it, and I've been wearing it since. And it's just ironic that my mom made this, and my mom made this for me when she first started making jewelry. And that was a long time ago. I think Warren was even little when I started, when she made it. So that's the difference of spirituality and religion. How do you know if spirituality is for you? You'll have a calling. You'll have a spiritual awakening. You'll have some kind of sign that pulls you towards spirituality. For me, it was my dreams. My dreams pulled me to spirituality. I would dream the most craziest things, and I'd be like, I'll wake up at 2 and be like, what is going on? So I just thought, like everybody say, it's something you ate, you went to bed late, you got stuff on your mind, not realizing that my dreams was pulling me in a direction towards spirituality. So that was my calling. That was how I knew spirituality fit for me. Another way I knew spirituality fit for me because I didn't fit in the religious box. As a kid, I would go to church because both my parents, one of my parents is Methodist and my other parent was raised in Pentecostal church. So it wasn't just a one house. Like our house growing up wasn't just strictly Pentecostal or strictly Methodist. We went to the church that my parents picked for the Sunday. If I was with my aunt and my granny and my mom's side of the family, I went to a Pentecostal church. And my dad's family was born and raised in a Methodist church. So in our house, it wasn't like we had one religion. But I never felt like I never felt like I fit in either one of those religions. So I would question everything. I remember as a kid hearing pastors preach, and I always had deeper questions. And those deeper questions you could never get an answer to because they were telling me that in religion you can't ask questions, you don't question God, where I had a spirit around me encouraging me to question. I didn't fit. It was just like, it just didn't make sense to me. None of it made sense to me. And I felt that as a kid. I remember feeling uncomfortable in church a lot. So I always thought that I had a demon spirit or something was wrong with me because I didn't fit or feel comfortable in the church. Even to this day, as an adult, I don't feel comfortable. That means I didn't belong. So that's how I knew spirituality was for me. So when I got into spirituality, that was the first time I felt comfortable in a space where I can grow. When I turned all the way in and jumped both feet into spirituality, I start changing and growing instantly. I start working on inner things that I have been sweeping up under the rug, or I was ignoring, or I wasn't really focusing on. And spirituality forced me to start healing myself in ways that I couldn't even explain without it. Definitely. And in spirituality, I matured. I became emotionally intelligent. Now, have I mastered that? No. And only when it comes to the concerns of my heart. I really, really am a big loving person. So when it comes to concerns of my heart, it's a little bit harder for me to be emotionally intelligent. But in this spiritual game where I need to be emotionally intelligent, I mastered it. Like when I know it's a dark entity coming after me, I can recognize it a mile away. Matter of fact, I see it coming. Even when people around me, when they're asking me questions about it, I'd be like, that's a dark entity. Um, so it just spirituality fits for me. Spirituality is not for everybody. So that's why I say when I'm speaking, my intentions are to wake those that are spiritual, to help those that are spiritual. And that's it. Now, can religious listen to me? Yes, it's up to you. I can't tell you who I want, but you definitely might get offended on the things I might say. Um, because it's going to go against everything that you have learned in the Bible. So that's what spirituality is. Do spirituality have a book? Yes, we do. But it's not the book like you have. Spirituality runs off the Akashi records. That's where our ancestors go to get the answers. That's where it's stored at. Um, and if you is spiritual, um, if you want a book, the best one book to follow is the Ethiopian Bible because that Bible haven't been touched or distorted by man. The difference between spirituality following and religious following is the fact that, like I said, it's one, it's oneness, it's self, it's everything within. So, do we know that there's a Jesus? Yes. Do we believe? I'm sorry, I got a call. They're cutting the grass, so it's getting all in my throat. Do we know that is a Jesus? Yes, but do Jesus have the same power? No. To people in the spiritual world, Jesus is just a chosen one, just like we are. And his disciples are his circle, his tribal family that he had to go find to be able to complete his circle in his journey. Spirituality believe in moon cycles. So in spirituality, a lot of us that are more advanced, I'm sorry, the grass is getting big. Oh, I come out here with this grass and pollen and it's just blowing. I'm sorry. So where was I? I'm sorry. I'm trying to think back. Jesus, disciples. So for us, we understand that the moon cycles are important to us. So we follow the moon cycle. We obey spiritual and universal law. That's it. Spirituality don't have no other laws besides those, but spiritual law and universal laws. And I will get in depth of both of them and explain the difference between two of them. But that's another cycle to come back. Spirituality has taught me to love myself. And only way it can, and it was important for me to learn how to love myself because that was the foundation for me to be able to love the trees, love the moon, love the planets, love the sun, love the spiders that keep climbing on my phone, and understanding and respecting, I'm sorry, respecting everything as one. As I want to be respected, I also respect nature the same way that I want to be respected. We recharge by the sun. So we use the sun for recharging. We use the sun for grounding. We use the moon for healing. Um, so we just believe in cycles. We understand that cycles are important. We understand numbers have energy. We understand energy. We understand the process of timeline jumping and quantum jumping and moving and destiny swapping and all that other stuff. So, spirituality is not saying that you're demonic or evil or any of that. Can it be demonic people? Yes, because I have met a lot of demonic people who say they're spiritual. Just as I met a lot of church folks that say they're saved, but don't walk that path. So, with spirituality, you have to walk it. um it won't let you won't advance, you won't go nowhere, you'll stay in the same cycle from the time you enter that cycle to the time you die in that cycle if you do not walk according to spirituality. Another thing is we have a relationship with our ancestors. So our ancestors are a tool for us to be able to get information, guidance, and spirituality. We do believe in a higher being, a higher source. Most of us don't call our higher source God. For me, I call my higher source Great Spirit because that's how my ancestors called him and labeled him as a name. We understand that God is an energy, source is an energy, not a person, and source is within us, and we are gods. We are the gods. So that's the difference of what spirituality believes. So remember, I said spirituality is within you. So yes, I am a goddess because it's within me. We also believe, this is for me and my belief and my ancestors. I don't know what nobody else believe in. Like I said, I believe in a great spirit, but we also believe in a feminine energy, um, equal to the great spirit, which we call divine. So divine is a feminine energy, just as powerful as the masculine energy, great spirit. We believe in angels. Yes, we do. And we have a relationship with our angels. It's not like, oh, it's just an angel or we think it. We believe that there's angels in the spirit world and there's walking angels on this earth. And they're called earth angels. Oh, what else is there? I'm trying to get it all in before my time is up because it's a lot. We believe in spiritual world. Depending on your belief in your ancestors, it depends on how you believe in the spirit world. For me, my spirit world is the spirit world, underworld, and physical world. We understand the power of numbers. Numbers are very powerful. So if we see 1111, we're going to stop and make a manifestation, or we're going to say mantra, or we're going to meditate, or we're going to say an affirmation because we understand what 1111 is. If we see 1010, we're taking it in. We believe in frequency and energy, um, in alignment. So everything in the spirit world is alignment. So you can't move forward until alignment. We understand that the planets um, is within us for one. Yes, the planets is within us, but have a job outside of us too. Just like I've been saying for a long time about Uranus entering Aries. So we use the zodiac system to help us in our spiritual journey. So those are the things, and none of this is demonic because everything I'm talking about is in your Bible. Stones is in your Bible. If you look, the zodiac signs is in there. You just got to look for it. So it's not demonic. It's just the ways that our ancestors have operated in their spirituality before us, and is matching it in its alignment. So, you can come across demonic spirit people, and those are dangerous, and you got to know how to deal with them. So, a lot of spiritual people do magic. They do work with magic. It's a necessity in the spirit world. It just is what it is. Just like religious people use magic, but they just don't call it magic. What do you think your prayers is? That's asking an unknown area or unknown to work in your favor. That's the same thing as magic. It's just a different name, a different form, a different look to it, but same energy. The energy is the same. So, yes, magic is being used in the spirit world. Um, the earth. The earth holds a special place to us, just as the great spirit and the divine. Most of us call Mother Earth and understand a relationship with Mother Earth, and a lot of us have a relationship with Mother Earth some way, somehow. If you see somebody walking around with their shoes off, they spiritual, because what they're doing is grounding. They're using the earth to ground the energy, to have an energy exchange, to swap out their negative energy and to exchange the positive energy from the earth. So I'm trying to make sure I got everything in this one, and I think I don't need to do a part two because I'm almost at my end of my time, and I really got everything in there, I think. But you're welcome to ask me questions about it, and I'm very honest. I'm very open. I'm not offensive. But spirituality, please stop looking at it like demonic just because we're not religious. That's like saying that a Muslim is demonic because they're not a Christian, or Christians are demonic because they're not Hinduism. It's just spirituality. Yes, we believe in a higher source. It's just the belief of it. It's just a different belief. We believe in within, religion believes in the power without. We believe that all the power is within us, and religions believe all the power is in God and Jesus. And some people believe in Mary. The Catholics believe in Mary. Did we have to learn religion? Yes. We do need to learn religion because it's just respect thing. Like, what people don't understand, when Jesus left out the Bible as a kid, what he did was he went and studied different religions. The reason why you study different religions, because it's a hidden secret in each religion. So you have to learn. So I've been studying Hinduism. I've been studying Christianity. I grew up in Christianity, so that wasn't nothing to study because I was going to church and I read the Bible. But to know those aspects, because it's secrets, just like the Bible. Some spiritual people still operate in the Bible, and that's fine. That's their choice because that's their ancestor ways. Because remember, spirituality is following your ancestors. That's why you go within, because your ancestors is within you. So, do some people use the Bible? Yes. But a lot of times when they're using the Bible, most spiritual people know that the Bible is full of spells. So, if they're using the Bible, they're using it for spells. Like Psalms is a book of spells. And most spiritual people know that. So, that's where they go. If they want to bring in manifestations, if they want to, it's possible. So, spirituality is not just a one way thing, it's being open and understanding that self is the power. The power is within self. Now, within the spiritual community, there's all kinds of different spirituality beliefs. Like for me, I follow my ancestors. Whatever they believe, how they do it, how they walk, that's how I walk. That makes me spiritual. Do I operate out the Bible? No. But will I reference the Bible? Yes. Do I read the Bible now? No. Do I access the Akashic records? Yes, all the time. I need the Akashic record. So I use the Akashic records more than the Bible because the Akashic records is the truth. Um, so that's my message on spirituality. I do want to thank everybody who's continuing to support me, listen to me, ask questions. A lot of my messages do come from your questions, because I'll be like, oh, I need to, because if one person asks, that means somebody else is going to wonder that. And if I have the answer to it, I'm definitely going to give it to you. So I'm not going to not give it to you, but I have to go. Have a wonderful evening, and I love you guys, and have a great day.